Welcome to the stream. I believe this is my fourth part of Bastion. I think I was kind of broke last time. No, actually I'm not. But I don't need those upgrades. Actually, what am I doing? I'm okay with this. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'll go back here. Look at the shrine. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So what's the next level? Oh, the incinerator. Before I do that, though, I want to check if I got the memorial for that. I did. Awesome. Let's give it a shot. No, get back here. This has got to be first place. Second,
but not a pleasant one.
I was like too short. Too short of all the ones that spawned. I can do this. Oh, I didn't check to see how many I need. Probably 60, 69, 70. Second prize. I killed 71 of them. I suppose I'll just wait until I have more upgrades. Mount Zan. For some reason my chat isn't moving.
The beasts of the wild came down from the mountains.
I've already played this
There's
level.
no more mountains now.
That's a lot of vitals. A lot of gods.
There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
Backwards.
It's a
Whoopsies.
delicate situation.
Oh boy.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. We only found that little lair because they found themselves a little shard. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Alright, ankle gator.
They even drag their children into this.
Probably being overly conservative with health tonics, but Wait, the thing is dead? When did that happen?
Without a doubt, the situation stinks.
I really did not know that the ankle gator died. It's the mortar!
There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Oh my goodness.
The beasts of Mount Zan go all out. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
I guess I can try to stick with the mortar. Oh wow, that did not.
Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours.
So the mortar does a lot of damage, but it's just slow.
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
I feel like I'd be better off to break this bow right now. Derp. I'm tempted to take the scrap musket, but I won't. See, on this map, the range of the mortar can be matched by the range of the breaker's bow. The scrap musket might not quite cut it.
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
This part is actually easier without the mortar, I feel like. Just because it takes so long to charge up that you can't really avoid taking hits. These things just attack too fast. To break this bow, it just feels like a more effective siege weapon for super long range.
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard.
I'm gonna try to clear some of these out before the battle starts. I figure that can only be a good idea. Alright, let's get the party started.
Kid got it fair and square.
And I remember this battle. I remember using scrap musket. Oh my god. I remember using scrap musket and mortar for it. I don't know if there's anything to do against the siege other than
all those things. You see, I could just leave. I don't have to do this, but that's a butt ton of experience. So, yes, I'm going to go through with this battle. That's the way. He's doing what's best for him, don't you worry.
I really underestimated the Brusher's Pike on my first playthrough. Does good damage.
Better off once the Bastion is complete.
It attacks pretty fast, and it can crit, which kind of goes hand in hand with the good damage. But you get my point, right? I am very tempted to get this. Just because if I'm already doing a bunch of damage. Alright, I need faster.
Lasting impression.
Actually.
Taught him an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew.
Oh, that's all I get? 2% critical hit damage? Damn. Yeah, I want to go back and give this another shot.
In every slice.
I don't care. No, I don't care. Don't care. So with how much damage that thing does, it just might be worth it. Actually. 50% attack speed.
Now that's what I call a knife.
I'm gonna go try this out. I need a disabled pith. And maybe another god. Garmuth. Don't care. I'll keep it. Keep it. Keep it, keep it. Oh, core.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
I have two things left. I have Arsenal and Distillery. What the hell does the Arsenal? The Trapper's Snare. I don't care about that. Probably don't care about this either.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Falling malt. Black rye. Life wine. Let's go with life wine.
Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste.
I'm considering deactivating rye whiskey and instead taking stout cider.
There's something you should know about the kid, but let me take it from the top.
See, with this machete, I'm going to be pretty close range. I'm probably going to be taking plenty of damage, which also means I'm going to be trying to stay good health to avoid dying. But, oh, I stuck with the scrap salvo. I want to try out a secret skill. Damn it. Where them crits at? Oh my god.
Past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all
That
this
fucking
started.
hurt. I'm still not doing a massive amount of damage with this.
Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
I mean, I guess it does attack really fast. But I'm only doing like 20 damage a crit? This life wine, yo! I didn't know it took effect
He
that
never knew his
often.
old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
It's kind of fun just shredding somebody
Out,
like that.
So the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money.
I should probably heal. Yes. Oh, hi, turret.
Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it.
See, oops. One of the main reasons I wanted this war machete, and a little more specifically that secret ability, is for some of the
Once kid
final
done his
bosses.
time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Damn, they do damage. Whoops. I had to fall. Oh shit, I just killed myself. No, I didn't! Yes, I did. Oh, they do damage on contact, don't they?
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Yeah, I'm just not very impressed with the damage of this machete right now. Maybe a better, what do you call it, spirit? Would be the one that just gives a flat 10% increase to crit chance. Then I wouldn't have to be... Then I would crit a lot more often, which is what I'm hoping the War Machete would do. A lot of attack speed with a lot of crits should equal really high damage, even if each individual attack isn't that great. Because yeah, the War Machete has a weak base attack, but when you're attacking that often, then it should balance out, especially with those crits. But see, if I'm playing a crit-dependent build with that War Machete, or rather if I'm just relying on crits for the War Machete to be useful, then I'm going to need as many crits as possible, and that means that extra 10% would help a lot. Plus, you get to 10 attacks pretty quickly. I should pay more attention to where I'm going. I mean, I throw out 10 attacks every 2 seconds, probably at most.
In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
I think what would be really useful is some sort of counter. A more reliable way to view how much total damage you do with the War Machete and the pike. Because, I mean, the numbers show up. And sure, it has a bit of a running total, but it only lasts for so long.
A kid learned to fend for himself, learn to build, learn to break.
And especially if you miss an attack, your running total disappears, and sometimes the attack damages are just kind of hard to see. So it'd be pretty great if there's a more advanced way to view total damage done. Like, I guess I could record this. Well, I guess I'm technically already recording it. But get a video file on my computer and then play it back at like half speed. And then maybe through that sort of analyzation, I'd be able to...
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody.
I'd be able to make a running total myself. Of some sort. I feel like I gotta get rid of these turrets before I can go in against the support machines. See, that did kill it pretty fast. I guess I don't need to be worrying so much about that running total of damage. And actually looking at numbers, I can just walk up to specific enemies and just basically time how long it takes me to kill each one.
One night, on one of his expeditions, The ground beneath them shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
I've been saying this whole time that I'm kind of disappointed by the War Machete's damage. Except on those, I don't know what they're called. The things that the squirts pop out of. Is this thing gonna fall off? There we go. I mean, those things went down pretty quick.
Where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
I don't remember those things going down so quickly. Oh dear. I don't remember those things going down so quickly to the pike. Stars are going down pretty fast too. So I'm still not sure which is the superior weapon. And kind of obviously it depends on the situation, but
all the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
tried going head to head with the squirt. It didn't work.
Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old
I should
stranger's
probably
voice
heal
to
up.
guide him.
I'll see what spawns next. Alright. I can go on low health for a while against these guys. There are 3 of them, though. That wasn't too bad. Except now I'm very low. Ah, shit, they do damage on contact. Heal, heal, heal. Thank you. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Gotta love crit musket, yo. See, I guess I did use a couple health tonics at some point there.
Well, it finally arrived at Caelondia's vaulted safe haven. He and no one else.
Oh, hi there. You're a spinner! I hate the spinners. I mean, if you've been watching my stream, you know that by now, but... these bloody bastards. Bloody holes in the ground. I've completed some of these levels with almost no holes. I don't know what dictates whether or not the ground breaks. There's a lot of missing ground this time around. Such a narrow climate. Sometimes I feel like if you roll, you can actually just walk over open ground.
But then, all they got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, bollocks. I don't remember what it is that the... Okay, so it is that shit.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me.
Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, hi. Just stay there, Bull. Stay there. Unless I don't have Sloth this time. Alright. It's just me and him now. Ha ha ha! See, this is one situation where I wanted to try that, machete skill. This is gonna be tough to win. I honestly don't know if I can do it. Chases me down, he's fast, he's beefy. I'm out of health tonics. All I have left is lifesteal. I'm doing almost no damage to him. Shit, I thought he had stopped. He only seems to run out of steam when I'm like really far away or something. See what I want to be able to do. Oh god. Just gonna try to... Oh, okay, I'm fucked. I don't know if I can do it. Fuck you, War Machete. Fuck you. Thank you, Lifeline. That was a good choice. I need to stop falling off, though. I really need to stop falling off. See, if I can heal back up to full, then I'll try to engage him when he actually comes to a complete stop, and I'll do so with my War Machete. And maybe that way I'll be able to do some actual damage. Oh god. See, one thing I think that Secret Skill Set is that it shreds armor, which this guy definitely has. Oh, I wonder if I can push this guy off the edge. Probably not, but... You know how amazing that would be? Alright, well, I'm almost back up to full. I actually do have some damage on him. Alright, I can whittle away his health. Thank God he gives a warning before he actually starts chasing you. Alright, I got this. I totally got this. This has got to be the longest battle I've ever been in, though. Fuck yeah!
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
It's a good amount of XP. Fair amount of fragments. So. Don't use the war machete or the brusher's pike. This does sound pretty awesome. It does sound like I would do plenty of damage. Damage over time. That could be fun. See, that's 40%, 50. You get up to 50% crit chance guaranteed, I think. And that's pretty redundant with the Were Whiskey. This is not yet fully upgraded. I have knockback and reload. And range. Yeah, I don't need more spread. Let's see, I think probably this one gives double knockback. No, I'm not familiar with any of the brusher's pike skills. I feel like I don't need that because I already have knockback with the gun, and there doesn't really seem to be any other choice. However, okay, so I only have one secret skill for each one of those. I was hoping there was another. This is the recipe for another skill. I don't feel like I need it though. This could be interesting, but it doesn't sound super appealing. So I'll continue on.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
I don't know how many upgrades I need to do this, but
Celandia's armada was a glorious
shouldn't be
sight,
too
and our
hard.
ship's mortars were unstoppable. At Boundless Bay, our Navy put those mortars through a rigorous inspection. Had to use squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea.
Oh,
Choosing targets with those mortars was one of the trickiest parts. Galleon skippers needed to be patient, needed to fire at just the right times.
oh, I canceled. Okay. Can do this.
You could almost see the fireworks over Boundless Bay.
Easy. I don't know how many are needed for that. Doesn't even
Good
matter.
thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it. Imagine everything you need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion quarry.
I forgot to re-enable some of the gods.
The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for
I
its
do
neighbors,
remember this
Rattletails.
Rattletails can be pretty annoying.
Why would the Ura
I've
put
learned
up
it.
with those pests?
But I think there are a couple of instances in particular where a long-range weapon is going to be really helpful.
Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but
I
more
kinda
about
don't
that
have
in
them.
a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in those rocks.
Oh my!
Times in the quarry these days. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. But there was even more to it than that.
Scared to go near these things. Oh, balls.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
He doesn't want to fight me. Guess I can throw my spear. Oh god.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them.
Okay. I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, like I said, a long-range weapon would be nice on that. I just forgot what the map was. So I'll be sure to rectify that before I go in next time.
Delivered us from the motherland.
Maybe I should get Lifeline. Cool if I just had another level. I know how to get another level. I can leave the gods just as they are. Basically, I'm going to take the Brusher's Pike. With
Any
the
brusher's
upgrade.
pike can cut to the bone, but that one can cut through it.
And now, I'm going to do this again. And I'm going to see how fast the pike kills things. And just maybe, it'll be more powerful than the machete.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Even if it's a little weaker than the machete, which I doubt it is, I still think I'd prefer it.
The past catches up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Just because of the range it offers. And I can combo it with other weapons, like the scrap musket.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
Damn, this thing one-shots turrets from what I've seen. And it seems to two-shot everything else.
He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
Alright, so two shots, some turrets. Oh boy. That was kind of interesting. Alright, so with crits, I can actually kill those things faster than with the machete.
Kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
Without crits, it's about the same speed. Those crits, those do so much damage.
So the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money.
I mean, 200 some damage? You can't really beat that.
Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Yeah, this is so much easier with the pike. The timing of the attack speed for the pike can be a little weird though.
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Feels like you actually attack a little faster if you don't just spam it. But you can get into like these sort of weird little things where you actually attack slower if you don't click at just the right time. I'm not sure what's up with that.
So what'd the kid do? Why he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Ceylondia, nobody has ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
I just don't know why I would go back to the war machete after using this pike.
Out there, a kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break.
I'm also curious how well the pike would have performed had I not gotten that last upgrade.
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
I think I could probably invoke more gods using the pike and still be okay.
He saw
Like
nothing
Garmuth.
where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
Even if I missed the occasional attack, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I thought about healing, but it just didn't feel necessary, I
All the
guess.
kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back. Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
I actually feel like I'm not getting as much experience as I had hoped. But, I mean, the majority of the experience comes from that very last level after killing Pith. So, I'm not too worried right now. And I'm expecting that battle with Pith to be a lot quicker and easier. Not just because I've done this in the past and it wasn't so hard.
Will it finally arrive at Zealandia's vaulted safe haven? He and no one else.
But also because this weapon apparently does, or apparently ignores armor now. And I think that's probably a big part of why I was having a hard time with Pith. So without that armor, I'll probably kill him quite a bit faster.
But then, all he got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
See, you just can't do this with the War Machete. Just go and kill things really quick, almost immediately, and they don't even get a chance to attack you.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me.
And you're also out of range, so even if they tried to attack you, they probably wouldn't. Oh my god! That was like the easiest thing in the world. I'm like never going to do this without the War Machete, or without the pike again. Can't roll across that, come on. Actually, fuck it, it's the last level. I'm going to keep trying. Oh, well, that time I was just slowed, so it was a little unbalanced. But, alright, I guess I can't quite make it across that. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go.
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done.
One more of these, and I would gain a level. Is it worth it? I've had 2 viewers like pretty much this entire time. It doesn't seem like either of you are saying anything unless my chat is still just broken. But if you do decide to chip in fact, it does look like my chat is still broken, so I guess you can't really. But if you could, I would ask if you want me to go again and gain that last level, or just continue on. Oh, no. I need a long-range weapon. Something like the breaker's bow.
Kid don't always care for fancy guns and things. A bow and pike will do just fine.
I'm curious though what he says if I whip out a bow and machete. No. Machete and pike. He doesn't say anything, wonderful. Righto. I didn't even use lifeline. Dude, the pike is so much better than the machete. I don't need lifeline.
Just takes 3 things to build the greatest city in the world. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion quarry.
Something I didn't think about.
The quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity.
I don't have knockback anymore.
On the cheap. Same goes for its natives, rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests?
I need to stop killing random things.
Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit.
So yeah,
I came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks.
I haven't played a level without knockback in a long time.
The quarry ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. But there's even more to it than that. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
So much easier with the bow. I don't even know why that platform is there.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them.
I just can't hit this guy, can I? Okay. Well, if the gas fellow would distract him, I could hit him from behind. Or maybe I have to distract the thing. The gas fellow will hit him. Ah, hell, I don't know what's going to do.
Hard times in the quarry these days. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags.
Oh, I can't get through.
Without Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities.
I'm scared. I'm scared of the stink eyes. When are they gonna pop out? They do so much damage on contact too. Oh, hells to the yeah! My pike ignores their armor when their eyes are closed. That makes things so much easier. But that's overall. I want to go to the left first. Really? There's like nothing out here? Okay. I'm pretty sure it's just standing on thin air.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
There's a level.
Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
The health potion. I wonder if I can actually get over there. I'm gonna try it. Nope. Seems I cannot. I didn't get a new weapon. Why is there an arsenal here? Why would I want anything better than a breaker's bow and a pike? Actually didn't mean to flip that switch. But I did.
On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking.
Oh, I love being able to kill these things.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards.
Oh, that thing only shoots in
Shards
one
got a
direction.
fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the
Whoops.
motherland.
Whoops. Okay. Well, falling off was unnecessary. That was unnecessary.
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said...
Oh boy.
The worst thing in the quarry?
Wait, I can make it jump off.
That honor goes to a beast.
If I'm good, I can make it jump off.
Sir Lunky. Massive things stomp many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you all right? It says. It's him. I've come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege.
Story time.
Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will.
This is where things start getting a little more interesting. I was kind of wrong about the story time. But I don't really care. Gotta love the music.
Say
though.
what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word.
Now, I've never taken on these guys with this weapon combo. Should be interesting.
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that.
That actually wasn't too bad. The Mercy? What's that?
Zolf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge.
I guess it's not too hard. It's the pike and shield. They get the job done.
They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this.
Guess what would happen if I just didn't pick up the harp guitar?
Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help. The Hura think they got him. They're wrong. Thank goodness for Hardy Punch.
Yeah, man. No kidding. Oh, shit! There's a bow person in the back. I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked.
After that, Hura, they left. They'd done what they aimed to do. Zolf's plan worked.
I didn't know Arsenal replenished tonics.
Then I tell him why the Ura came.
Oh, I thought he was going to make me redo it.
To get us back.
I guess I missed out on some experience.
It was Ceylandia's master plan.
Whoops.
To wipe the Ura out.
Should have used more shield.
But part of that plan backfired.
I should stop talking.
If only Zolf knew the whole story.
Dude, tell me more. Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wondered just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him.
Bastion has eyes. It's all dark and broken.
Don't look down. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
Oh,
The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
I do not know what's up next. I think I understand the value of this now. I can keep it.
Now all we need is one last shard. The marshals would have been downright jealous.
I don't have a lot of money, so I don't really want to upgrade anything right now. I still have, no, just one more weapon.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the Calamity failed, and he's right. The Uras stand as living proof of that. At the heart of the Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. Put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
Mm, the knockback this thing provides is just
We
incredible.
sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit.
So these guys are pretty sneaky, and with that trapper or the snare thing, I think that snare is meant for the workers.
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. You can't turn back now. We're lucky to be alive. But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
No experience? Aww.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Oh, I didn't notice I picked this
Zolf
up.
cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good. The sanctuary, if we can build, we can rebuild.
Oh wow, that's an easy to expand. Actually, I don't even have to spend money, I don't think.
The service, for all the men and women who serve Celandia. I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up.
Wow, that's from a long time ago.
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. The Calamity did something wrong with some of them rocks. They never saw him coming. He gets hands on the care package I sent him. The Ura found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
Freaking camera keeps changing. I want to stop doing it, but it changed like 3 times while I was trying to aim. Anyway, I love the music.
They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy even. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
I want to upgrade the cannon. I think I'll keep my scrap musket actually.
Kid's done using the Calamity's power for now, but the Ura ain't finished. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
Oh, one thing I didn't think about is all these turrets. Okay, cannon, come back.
Those rodents are just a bump in the road. Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Kid returns their greeting tenfold.
I remember this part. It was challenging.
They're easy targets.
Well, apparently I found an easy spot.
Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
See, there used to be two things that spawned the stink eyes. I managed to take one out just by finding a good spot where they didn't spawn. and just attacking something off my screen. However, you can probably imagine that with turrets and stink eyes spawning all over the place. Big stink eyes, too. Well, maybe they're not big stink eyes. I don't know.
The Ura keep hanging on to the barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Maybe they know they've lost this, lost to a kid. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong.
3 garlands in a row? Wow. That guy had luck on the side.
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
Damn it. I actually could just farm up my health from these. I can keep doing this. I guess I could have just farmed up HP from doing this too. Oh, okay.
Did the Ura really think we'd just turn around and walk away? Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
birds are just bloody annoying. Let's try a trap. Ooh, that's what it does. Okay. Where's my shield, yo? Okay. Took long enough. Jesus. Oh, bollocks. Not another bird. Come on. Oh, awesome. It's not like an actual trap that they have to walk into. It's just something that traps them automatically. Okay.
Zulf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
Oh, I'm about to get another level. Awesome.
As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zulf wrote to you was true. They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Whoa, that's right.
Plenty of power. Now that's a scary combination.
Have upgrades.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
3,000 for this last one, and yet I still have plenty. Nice. Hmm.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over. The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about. Only trouble was, something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Oh boy.
If a thing like that takes getting used to, got a pointer in the right direction. Whatever gets in her way is in a world of hurt, but she ain't the fastest thing.
It's a pretty fast thing. It'd be great if I wasn't messing up, though.
Best stand well clear of that impact. Well, that experiment was a rousing success. If only the Mansers could have seen the kid playing around with their favorite toy.
Hmm.
Looks
Let's
like a
do
little
it.
science project is all set.
I don't remember getting this one on my last playthrough. Maybe I just didn't have the money for it. No, right. Well. Yeah, I'm ready for another level. Let's do it. Tesla terminals. Not the last. Is it? It is. Let's do it.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
That's not what I was expecting to happen.
The calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all.
Gotta love the music.
You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Actually. Oh. I think I know what comes next. And it is an interesting
You
thing.
know what's funny?
I didn't know it trapped all of those. That's amazing.
We're waiting.
Where did the others go? Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't it? Okay.
All of us are waiting for a kid.
I don't remember the Calamity Cannon being quite this boss.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Like a pro. Ain't nothing can touch me.
There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
Oh my god. Oops. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Damn it, this thing's almost alive again. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure I just hit it even though my speed is just in completely the wrong direction.
This disease, the
300
won't go away.
336 damage. That is amazing. I'm feeling like these are probably the two most powerful weapons in the game.
Caelondia will be whole again.
So, our warriors can get out of my snares.
Everything will be back to normal.
Good to know. If the shield was like instantly responsive, I'd be doing a lot better. Just doesn't quite embark when I want it to. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Not that I need it,
Problem
but
is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be.
$750 XP, good lord.
This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story.
Aha! Hopscotch! I had forgotten.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. You follow me? All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
Wow, that hurt. Oh, the floor is falling. Wonderful. Oh, dang it, I'm missing stuff now.
Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree?
It would be grand if we weren't doomed to repeat the same mistakes.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Something about this guy that makes him tougher than usual. I don't know what it is.
Who am I kidding?
Crony has a lot more XP than usual. Their HP. Haven't I already gained
Look.
a level
There's
from this
something
map?
else. A confession.
I missed. I think I have to come from the other direction.
How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
Really? There's nothing out here?
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Exactly. Don't go, music. Ah, whatever, I guess it's
The
acceptable.
answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
Keep in mind, he's talking to Zero.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Something's about to happen. There's a boss battle here. Isn't there? I do know what weapon I'm about to pick up. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Almost spoilers. I feel like I should be able to jump around this. Guess I can.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
So there are two of them. Okay. See, on my first playthrough, I actually knocked one of the bulls like off the screen, and so I never had to fight him. Looks like I don't get experience though, so
Bastion does have
whatever.
another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
I have no idea how the kid carries this thing, let alone swings it.
Heavy, ain't it? Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
I guess I shouldn't be just destroying random things. I'm slow, and it's the end of the game, but I don't think there's really anything to find anyway.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
Love the music.
Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't
here's
lost
a
every
bot.
shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It's such a shame, but that's life. It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Oh my god, that does a lot of damage.
One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
I don't know how this next part is going to play out. I'll explain why in a moment. So, a choice. I save Zulf or leave him for dead. Last time I left him for dead. I kept the battering ram, and I fought my way out of... I forget the name of where I am right now. This time, however, I want to take Zulf. But if I'm carrying him, I don't know what I'm going to fight with.
I can see it now.
Oh, I'm even slower.
Than Zulf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
Holy crap, I did not expect to be moving this slow.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I don't think I've heard this song before.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing. Kid's probably dealt with Zulf by now. It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Should have checked his Zulf's body before I put the shard in there.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion.
I didn't know it was going to
I
take me
ain't
straight
one for
here.
long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
I'm just gonna try something really quick. The beginning of this area. Does that mean I have to... Nah, I don't want to risk it. Never mind.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
Ready to get this over with?
So, last time I did restoration, which I felt fit in with not saving Zolf, because I was just restoring everything anyway, so why bother. This time, however, I saved Zolf, so I'm going to do something with that. And evacuate, and stick with the people we got.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay. In a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on, with you here. We can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Well, thank you for joining me in this delightful journey. The song isn't nearly as good as the previous one, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip it. Or maybe I'll just talk for a bit, I don't know. This game has got to be one of my favorite ones of all time. I wish it was longer. I'm really looking forward to the second game made by this company. It's called Transistor. I actually have no idea what sort of game it is. I'm hoping it's a sequel to this. We'll have to wait and see. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun to play. I highly recommend buying it. The developers deserve some credit. I don't think I'm very confident I've never played a game twice in a week or two. And it's not just because of how short this game is and how long other games tend to be. There's a lot of games you can't beat in a week or two. But that's beside the point. This game I enjoyed playing twice through. It wasn't any less fun. So even though I'm doing the same thing, the replay value is still fairly high. And there's still more for me to do. I have score attack mode, which should be interesting. There's this new game plus, which I think I'm going to try next. I could continue, I'm not actually sure what that is. Probably it just leaves me to redo that last level. Normal mode, this is what I just did. What you've just seen me do if you've been following my stream. No sweat mode, I could do it, but I've already done normal mode twice, so I don't think this can offer anything more. So, let's see, what time is it? Okay. Probably, just for the sake of the stream, I guess, and titling, well, I guess it won't really change much, but probably I'll stop here and pick up New Game Plus later on. And that should be fun. And then eventually I do score attack mode. So, thanks for tuning in. I had a good time. I hope you did too. I'll catch you next time.